Hi John.
Hello.
Your interest in rock music started at the age of 4, I think.
Three, four.
Three,
Yeah.
4. What songs did your sister play for you? Did you really?
Well, we listened to so much of the early Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Alice Cooper, Blue Oyster Cult. You know.
It was the early 70s, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Like the cool thing was that my mom actually worked at RCA, at the division that made televisions. She was a secretary there for one of the guys, but one of her best friends was working in the department that was the record club, like Columbia House, where people could subscribe and you get like 15 albums and then you have to buy so many a month or whatever. But we would be able to go in there and get anything we wanted for free. So Mom would come in with these lists and we would just check off whatever it was that we wanted, and it actually worked out pretty cool. And that's how my sister and I got exposed to those bands, Sabbath and Alice Cooper and Blue Oyster Cult, all the bands that ended up on the Tribute to the Gods CD. That's the stuff.
Do you still have the albums? I mean, the records?
No.
No?
Unfortunately,
It's
no.
a shame then.
Yeah, I know, man. I don't have. I think I have a stack of vinyl about like this, and there's like maybe half of them are Maiden picture discs, and I don't even know how they survived through the years. But yeah.
So what's your most special vinyl then? Do you still have one, or?
Man, I don't actually know that I have, because I haven't even had a turntable since the mid '80s.
Okay.
So
you're a really early adopter of the CD player then?
Yeah, cassettes.
Yeah, cassettes.
Cassettes. I went through. I basically have had everything: vinyl, 8-tracks.
Yeah.
You remember 8-track tapes? Did they have those over here? They were the big tapes about this square, about that thick, slid into a.
Just for normal people, so no.
Yeah, it's not like 8 tracks, like 8 individual tracks.
That's what I thought. No.
This was it was a format called the 8-track tapes.
Okay.
And people had them in their cars and on their home stereos, and it would be weird. You'd be in the middle of a song, and it would switch to the next channel, and it would start playing again. But it was weird. It was 70s.
Okay. 70 still, 79.
Mm-hmm.
Why did your dad, bring you to a Kiss concert?
So I begged him.
You begged him
for years.
Why?
Yeah. Well, because I bought Kiss Alive when I was 7 years old, the day that it came out, and I was a fan from even before then, because my sister had Hotter Than Hell and Dressed to Kill, and but I wanted to be the first one to get Kiss Alive, so I went out, got it the day that it was released, brought it home, we listened to it. It instantly still is in my top 5 favorite albums of all time. Just because of that impact. The atmosphere of that record is, it's probably the greatest rock and roll live album of all time, or at least it feels that way, whether it's really even live or not, who knows, but it certainly has, opening with Deuce and the pyro going off at the top, and it's just, for the time it was some heavy shit. It was really cool.
But music-wise, if you listen to it now you're
music. See, that's the thing with Kiss. They're the band that made me want to do this, but I don't think they ever really influenced me musically. Maybe a little bit, but I don't really see it if they did. But like when my dad did take me to see the Dynasty tour in '79. Judas Priest was support, and on the Hellbent for Leather tour, and Kiss headlining, and it was at that show that I decided this is what I was going to do. That there was no doubt that's what I'm doing. But it wasn't until Number of the Beast came out that I knew the direction that I wanted to go musically. I just, it was Kiss that made me want to start a band and do this kind of thing. But it was Maiden that really sparked like the direction. It clicked with me, like the speed, the tempo changes, all the melody, the darkness of it. That was what really enticed me about Maiden.
So Maiden is more for you music-wise.
Totally,
and the show and the live is more Kiss.
Well, just doing it is because of Kiss. But Maiden, I would say musically, like where my roots are more based are like Sabbath, Maiden, Judas Priest. You're going to hear that kind of stuff in the music.